Good day, fashion friends. How are you all doing today? The weather is changing and we're getting ready to revamp our wardrobes for spring, for warmer weather, for breezy, cool nights, and lots of fun and events all throughout the spring and summer. So this video is all about what is trending for spring and summer and how you can use what is already in your wardrobe to utilize and be cool and comfortable, yet stylish and fashionable. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Run It Back Rack. My name is Katrina and I am your hostess with the Upcycling Fashion Mostess. There are two reasons for this channel. One is to create awareness for sustainability by taking something old and making something new. Two, my plan is to create myself out of the corporate shackles that is my 40-hour-a-week job. Come along with me on this journey and let's see how long it takes. So I don't know where you are from. I believe I have quite a vast array of watchers on my channel, but I am in Central Ohio where we can go through 4 seasons in a day, no lie. We've been getting a recent bout of a few tornadoes that have run through the state of Ohio, which is pretty unusual. And you could wake up in the morning and it will be 70 and humid or 60 and cool, and then by the afternoon it will rain and then the sun comes out and then it's humid and 75 degrees. We have learned in the state of Ohio to dress in layers and always be prepared for whatever the weather is going to throw at us. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today, and yes, I have notes because I have so much that I want to cover and I don't want to forget anything. So most everybody are making videos about the 2024 fashion trends. I'm going to be a little bit different and I am going to go over some 2024 upcycle trends. Upcycling is now become so popular and everybody is pushing the sustainability. If you do any Googling whatsoever, or if you're in any bit of the fashion, reselling, thrifting, sustainability community, the sustainability and the landfills, there's so much that you could find as far as the overconsumption of fast fashion and clothing. And I believe, my opinion, and this is what I'm saying, is the upswing of vintage clothing is now becoming a trend because they're still around for a reason, because they were made well. They were made with good fabrics that were meant to last and not meant to break down over time. 2, you can tell the quality of vintage clothing in many pieces just by feeling the thickness, or the fact that they're still soft, or that if there is any pilling, that it can be removed with proper procedures and make it look just as good as new. Another thing that many of us still may have some of these clothing items from the 80s and 90s, and they're all coming back into trend, being mixed with more modern pieces or neutral pieces. So these items, such as, your tank tops and sweaters and things like that, they can all be paired with your more modern pieces, and you can mix vintage quality pieces with your more modern pieces, just if you're feeling like you want a little something new. One of the first things that I did in researching for this video is to find out what styles were trending, and boho and cowboy are the styles that are trending. Now, let me tell you, I love me some boho, especially in the spring and summer, because it's very colorful. It's always been a look, I think, but it just seems to be trending a little higher than normal for this spring and summer. And I love a long flowy dress. I love a sheer, colorful cover up that can be used for the pool or the beach, or you can throw it over some jean shorts, you can throw it over a flowy, colorful dress. You can always add your denim pieces, which are just, to me, as staple as a black blazer and a black pair of pants. So the first thing that I'm going to go over is, again, with the sustainability thing, with spring and summer, like our old-fashioned urge was to go out and buy all new clothing for spring and summer. It's so tempting with all, you know, the ads that pop up in our social media feeds, or you go to the mall and you see all the fun, new, colorful items. But I am urging you to search out and follow some resellers. Look on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, things like that, and purchase items that are still trendy and still your style, and that could be very comfortable and easy to wear, and staple pieces, and purchase from a reseller or a consignment shop. A lot of those are small businesses that use sustainability and consignment and reselling to build a business, to be able to be stay-at-home moms, or to be able to work from home for health reasons, and that will be supporting a local business. Thrift shops, not so much. Resellers, yes. So I just want to clarify that. Okay. Also, there are thrift shops and consignment stores out there that are locally owned. So I would urge you to search in your area. Just do a simple Google search and put in different terms such as you know, locally owned thrift shops, locally owned vintage shops. Again, searching out on Poshmark, a lot of those are resellers that are just trying to earn a living any way that they can, and this is what they enjoy to do, or this may be something that is within their capabilities. So again, that falls under that whole sustainability thing, and that's what this channel is all about. So the first item that I'm going to talk about, I have literally pulled these pieces from my wardrobe. So I do occasionally love a boho look. And so I have over the years collected pieces to where I may not be like a full-on boho look, but I have learned how to put pieces together and mix and match and get different looks with the same items that I have. So the first one I'm going to talk about is, I'm just going to say, this little denim vest, I have had this for years. It will never leave my wardrobe. I absolutely love it. It goes with so many things. And of course, a denim jacket, a denim vest. If you don't have a denim vest, you know what? Go thrift yourself a secondhand denim jacket and cut the sleeves off. You don't have to hem it. The look is the frayed homespun look, and that also falls under that boho look. It falls under the Western look. So you can make yourself a vest just simply by cutting off the sleeves. You can also crop it if you want a cropped vest. Cut off the bottom, let it fray. This is a little crop vest. I have had it for years and years. I simply have a neutral button-up shirt. I have this amazing little floral necklace that I love so much. It has the blues in it, so it is a soft blue, again with the pastels this year. So this will go with boho, this will go with Western. It is amazing. But my boho piece that I am putting in with this outfit is this gorgeous, and I don't know if I can get the whole thing here, this gorgeous pastel print skirt. So it has elastic waistband. So again, for the comfort, if you are at cookouts or any kind of summer events, this will be very comfortable because it will stretch with you. You know, we go to picnics and reunions and graduation parties, and we eat too much food, right? So this will be stretchy and comfortable. I can wear the shirt over, put a nice loose belt over it that I can adjust, or I can tuck this in. Also, wear a belt, no belt, doesn't matter. Add the denim. So we've got the turquoise, the blue, and I chose a neutral top just for the fact that I want this print to be showcased. It's a beautiful shades of blue, turquoise, tan, and it is long and super cool and super comfy. So this literally came from my wardrobe. The second thing that I want to talk about is, they're saying that pastels are the thing. So I thrifted this dress right here and I love it. Yes, it's pastel, but it was the print for me. It was the long, flowy, cool cotton material. It was the tank. Once again, simply by taking a fairly simple dress and add a denim jacket to it or a denim vest, I ended up, so I am a cool tone person, so my colors are more jewel tones, bolder colors. So when I do a pastel, I will kind of ground it with a complementary jewel tone. And one of my favorite pieces is this amazing, again, boho necklace. It has the dark jewel tones in it that I can put with a pastel, as you can see, and it will anchor that. Another thing that I have, and I have not worn this yet, so I am guilty of slight overconsumption, but I do purchase from thrift stores and other resellers. So I do support the community, and honestly, I cannot remember the last time that I went to a mall and purchased something new. It's been a while. So I purchased this piece from a reseller. I'm just gonna put this on this hanger here so you can see. This was a vintage piece, and she said that the sleeves were long and they were damaged because this is a sheer material, and as you can see, look how nice and stiff that is, but it's still flowy. So she took it to somebody that knew how to sew. They cut the sleeves off and then they sewed the edges and made it into this gorgeous little vested duster. Also with the boho, the embroidery, that is also huge. With the boho look is the embroidery. This is a more subtle embroidery look. The bold embroidery look is also very popular. But now I have my jewel tones, I have my peaches, I have my pastels, and it's not gonna wash me out because I have grounded it with a little bit of a bolder color. So this is literally something that I already have in my closet, and honestly, this is the first time I've ever put this together. So I learned something new about my own wardrobe. Okay, the next piece that I would like to talk about is this orange cotton dress purchased from a reseller, honestly, as a bundle deal with this necklace. Now, normally I never, ever, ever wear orange. I don't know why. It just never seemed to work for me. But in exploring how to utilize pieces that I have, I gave this dress a try one day. And if you watch one of my previous videos, I believe I had this on in my last video. So I wanted the necklace, but it was a bundle deal with the dress. So I was like, okay, just give me the whole thing, right? So what I found in my own wardrobe that falls under this amazing boho look. This is a sheer little kimono cover-up. Everybody has different names for them. And that I purchased and I love. Again, we've got the jewel tones that I love and that I feel very, very good in. So I ended up toning down this orange that I wasn't super confident in with this jewel tone sheer beachy cover up. So this can be used at the pool, this can be used over a dress just like this, over jeans, things like that. So I'm able to utilize this, and it is a multifunctional piece, and I actually love this outfit. When I put this together, I was super stoked. Another piece that I have my personal favorite color is shades of blue and green and turquoise and everything on that spectrum. So I have this amazing shorter sheer little duster cover-up thing. It has a felt pattern to it. It has the beautiful flowy kimono style sleeves, and again, these colors complement each other so well. I can add gold jewelry to this to bring out the gold in the kimono, and it is super comfy. Add a cute little belt, boom. You're cool, you're comfortable, you look stylish, you're gonna float across the lawn during your barbecue. And yet again, with this same piece, not necessarily the necklace, of course you can always change up your jewelry, I have yet another fun cover-up that I purchased, again, in those jewel tones. This time we have some fringe, some color, some pattern that will add to any color plain dress. You can pull any color out of here, so any plain, ordinary, cool summery dress that you have, all you need is a few of these little cover-ups and you can totally have your boho vibe. Now you don't want to forget accessories with your boho look, of course. So here I have many bangle bracelets in colors that go with those little dusters that I have. I have blues and greens. I have multiple colors. I have the orange and yellow jewel tones. I have silver, and you can add your turquoise, of course. I have these multicolored jewels, big, chunky, colorful bracelets. What else do I have over here? This can go in with a boho look, just as this can. So these pieces will fit with many, many outfits, but if you pull it into a pulled together boho look, then it will work. So here is an example. So I have these jewel tones, or these orange and yellow bracelets. So I've got orange, yellow, and coral. So this pulls into here, this pulls into here. And then these pieces also pull in to this piece. And then again, pulls into this necklace. And again, grounding using a color, it's almost like a color block, even though you're doing print. You have your jewel tones mixed in with your pastels to ground that look a little bit. Okay, getting back on track. I think I spent a little longer on the boho than I had intended, but it's such a fun look, and again, it's just very, very comfortable. So the next look that is trending is the cowboy look, and we can all thank Beyonce for that, right? So she elevates the cowboy look with rhinestones and fringe and all the bling. So if you like the cowboy cowgirl look, by all means, do the fringe, do the rhinestones, do the pearls, do the mix, like all of that. Just have fun with it, whether it be on your hat, your vest, your shorts, your jeans, your boots. Do it. Have fun with it. A lot of people may not want to be wearing cowboy boots in the summertime, but I guarantee you they wear them in the South. So if they can wear them in the South, we can wear them in the North or Midwest or wherever you are located. You can wear them in the summertime. Yes, they might be a little bit hot, but you're gonna look good. So sometimes we have to sacrifice, right? Jeans, jean shorts, faded, distressing, that homespun kind of worn look is just always, it's always been on trend, always been on trend. I don't think it's ever went out. But if you add the rhinestones and pearls to those distressed jeans, it elevates that look a little bit. So it gives you kind of like a classy cowgirl look. Exchange your floppy hat and your fedora for a cowboy hat. Embellish your cowboy hat. There are many artists out there that take cowboy hats and paint them or wood burn them. They wood burn the felt with designs. By all means, grab one. They are beautiful. They are wearable works of art. So I highly recommend searching out some creators that paint hats. There's one in particular that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Yaya Kiyu. Her artwork is absolutely amazing. And if you are into quality, sustainable pieces that will always make you feel good, or if you are into the wearable art concept, highly recommend looking her up on Instagram and hitting her up for a hat, because her work is beyond amazing. Like, I wish I could be her when I grow up. I can't paint or draw, so her talent amazes me by all means. So you can take a cowboy hat, you can add your own embellishments. There are so many DIYs and tutorials on YouTube. I don't have any as of yet because, again, I am brand new. I'm a little baby channel, so I am working on creating content with those things in mind, because I do have a lot of plans up in my head. Another thing that you can do for sustainability for the Western look or the boho look, patchwork, denim patchwork, boho, patchwork. Patchwork is huge right now as well. So if you have things that maybe no longer fit you, or you're kind of bored of them, seek out somebody that can do an upcycle for you. They can take those pieces, or maybe it's a piece that you have an attachment to that has good memories attached to it, but you can't wear it, or it doesn't fit you, or you're just tired of it. They can take that piece, cut it up, make it into a patchwork skirt or a top, or they can take a denim jacket, take the sleeves off, make patchwork sleeves from the top or dress or whatever item. So a lot of times upcyclers will do custom pieces for you. If you have something and you can't sew, they tend to be a little more creative than maybe just like your typical seamstress or tailor. Upcyclers are artists. So if you send them your pieces, which I have done before, they will cut them up and remake a piece specially for you, and it gives your piece a story. So you can say, oh, this dress was something I wore to my high school graduation and I love it, or whatever story is behind that piece. Then you can upcycle it, use it in a new piece that is one of a kind and unique to you and has a story and a history. So it is a beautiful day today in Central Ohio, so I decided to bring the rest of my video outside. So let's talk about ways to be sustainable. So a lot of people are having financial issues. We don't have a lot of that disposable income that we are used to having. Prices of gas and groceries and other things have gone up, and so it's costing us more to just live and to just survive. So we totally get that. We all get that, whether we are upcyclers, resellers, any kind of business. We are all feeling that crunch. So let's talk about ways to be sustainable. So first of all, of course, thrift stores. Oh, good, the sun went out. The sun went down. So of course, the first thing is thrift stores. There are thrift stores that will have half off days. They will have 99-cent color tickets during the week, things like that. Usually the best time to shop at a thrift store with the best selection is Mondays and Tuesdays. That's when all the people spend the weekend cleaning out their closets and donating things that they no longer want or need. So Mondays, Tuesdays usually are the best times to thrift shop. I personally can't do Mondays or Tuesdays myself because I am at work during the day until 5:30, and by then I'm just too exhausted. Second thing is estate sales. I did do another video a few weeks ago on estate sale secrets, so I will link that up here. So make sure that you check that out. It gives you all the tips, tricks, and the secrets of finding estate sales. in your area. Super simple, super easy, and I also give you some tips and tricks on what to pack, how to prepare, and what to expect. The next thing that I want to talk about, of course, is yard sales. Tis the season for yard sales, right? They are sometimes getting a little bit harder to find. They used to be listed in newspapers. I don't think anybody really reads a newspaper anymore. However, I would say my best resources have been checking on Facebook Marketplace, and there is also a website out there called yardsalessearch.com. I believe is what it's called. Just run a Google search. You will get notifications of yard sales, just like estate sales, in your area. There aren't as many pictures as for yard sale postings as there are for estate sale postings, so I'm a little bit spoiled on that. But again, when it's a beautiful day and you just want to get out and about and see what there is, you can always just take a trip to a few yard sales, and usually you can also find advertisements for community yard sales, community flea markets, and vendor events in your area. So those are starting up. Pop-ups, the same thing. Pop-ups in your area, you can find those as well. And last but not least, maybe you don't have the ability to get out, or maybe your schedule is not ideal for thrift shopping or estate sale shopping or anything like that. So here is my best money-free tip for finding new clothing and revamping your wardrobe. Are you ready for this? Have a swap sale with your friends. Let's have a girls' night. Everybody bring a little something to snack on, maybe bring a drink, have a night with your girlfriends. Everybody comes over, they bring a bag or a box of clothes that either no longer fit them, they don't like anymore, they don't want, whatever. Instead of donating them, why don't you all get together and you just go through each other's clothing, try things on, work together, and create your own style from other pieces from your friends. I don't know why this isn't a thing. Or maybe it is a thing and I just haven't seen that it's a thing. But yes, highly recommend. Have a girls' night with your ladies, bring clothing, swap. You can sell if you want, sell them cheap if y'all, but I think swapping is the most sustainable way of revamping your wardrobe at zero cost. And you know what? It's way more fun when you shop with friends. Am I right? So that is my #1 tip for sustainability and revamping your wardrobe, because that's going to be so super fun. You know it is. Have a spring get-together or have a cookout. Oh, you can also do that with kids. Do that with kids' clothing. Have a night where you bring kids' clothes and you bring your own clothes and just swap. If by some chance that does not work within your realm of schedules, things like that. So in closing, my end note is this: try to utilize what you already have, revamp what you already have, restyle what you already have. If you are missing a few pieces, thrift stores, estate sales, yard sales, swap with friends, donate, don't pitch. The landfill, again, as I said in the beginning of this video, there's so much clothing that has just been pitched and is filling up landfills and is not being utilized, and it's just a lot of waste. And honestly, it breaks my heart because everybody needs good clothes. So here is my list for any other options to get rid of clothing is not within your realm. I ask you this: do a little bit of research in your area, okay? Donate. Here are some ideas of places to donate that will actually probably make you feel a little better than just dropping them off at the Goodwill. Because we know many thrift stores, and especially thrift store chains, they are not a nonprofit organization. You can do some research on that as well. They are not a nonprofit. They are a for-profit business. They are in this to make money. So here are my sustainability donation tips, okay? Churches, missions. A lot of times churches have yard sales, and it goes to help fund the church for repairs or programs, youth programs, things like that. So donate to churches. Missions and ministries, which kind of falls under the same thing as churches, but there are special mission centers and ministries out there that focus on more so the poverty level and homeless people, to get them clothing and things that they need. Women's shelters. Now, I will say women's shelters tend to be a little hard to find because they need those to be kind of secretive, because many women are leaving an abusive situation, and many of them leave with just the clothes on their back because it gets so bad they just need to get out, and they just have to leave, and they leave with nothing or nearly nothing. So a lot of times you can contact your local YWCA in the area, or do a Google search in your area to find out what groups are collecting for women's shelters. So you would most likely donate through a liaison group or a liaison community in order for those items to get to the women's shelters. But definitely check the YWCA. I did recently read that a lot of the women's shelters do not accept used clothing, for the fact that unfortunately people were dropping off clothing that was ripped, stained, torn, not in good condition, wasn't usable. I did see a post on Reddit from somebody that said they work at a women's shelter, and unfortunately many of the clothes that were donated had to be thrown away after they sort through them because they just weren't usable. So most of them, so double check, most of them are only accepting new clothes. However, if you have clothes that have no stains, no rips, tears, aren't damaged, stretched out, faded, things like that, especially work clothes. Women go through a lot of work clothes, business attire, things like that. If you have nicer stuff, maybe give them a call and explain what you have and set up a meeting with them, so that way when you take the clothing you can show them that these are like new. These are in excellent condition. They may make an exception once they look at them, if they have time. So maybe call ahead, double check on that as to whatever's going on in your area. Also Google homeless shelters in your area. They're always in need of stuff. So anything that you have in excess, whether it be clothing, shoes, toiletries, things like that, again, Google. You can find websites. They will list what they need. I hope that you learned a little something today on this video. I enjoyed making this for you. I enjoyed just sitting and brainstorming ideas to pass along. And it started with fashion trends, and we ended up with a little bit more education on sustainability, which again is the point of this channel. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you check out some of my other videos for DIYs, upcycles, and other items that I have available. And be sure to hit that like button, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And as always, love, peace, and thrift, and we'll catch you on the flip side.